Unknown mushrooms in the yard are one of the most common questions that we get here at Backyard Farmer. What's growing and is it toxic? So the first thing that we always recommend is let's start off with just getting a couple of pictures of that mushroom so we can try to identify it from the pictures. When taking pictures of mushrooms, it's important to take a few different pictures. So we want to make sure that we're getting a picture from the top down, and so we can see what the cap is looking like and any coloration on the cap. We also want to try to get a picture from the side if possible as well, so we can see some of that stem. And the underside of the cap is very important to see it also. On the underside of the cap, this helps us determine whether it is a gilled mushroom, whether it has pores or things like that. Now the final thing that we need to do when sending in a picture of mushrooms, or really a picture of anything, is to include some sort of scale in that image. So whether it's a quarter, whether it's a pen or something like that, just to make sure that we have a decent idea what the size of that mushroom is that we may be dealing with. Now, if we're unable to identify it based on the picture alone, which does happen sometimes, then we may actually ask for a sample to be submitted into the diagnostic clinic. When submitting a mushroom for diagnoses, it's a great way to one great way to preserve that mushroom is to pull it out of the ground and keep as much of that base intact, and then just put it into a paper bag and let it and put it in your refrigerator until you're able to send that sample to the diagnostic clinic, or if you are in Lincoln, you can even drop it by.